What is one of the most important things affecting our children's future? Their education. School choice options are very limited to our families and students, and I'm here today to try to explain to you why charter schools would be a good choice to support for our students and families to be able to help expand their choices for their future. Misconceptions, according to the educationalpost.org, an educational polling facility. Most families, parents, believe that they have no good school choice options. They also do not believe that charter schools are any good. They often believe that there's not enough. For example, here in Marion County alone, we have over 30 public schools and only one charter school. So 31 schools and only one of those is a charter school. What are your choices? It takes People believe that charter schools take away money from the public schools in the rest of the county. They also believe that they perform poorly, that they have their own standards. Not true. Also, for charter schools, we have less students per each teacher. We also have less students in general as far as they go. Say we have 476 students in a charter school versus the 690 average per public school. And that's according to the National Center for Educational Statistics. We allow our students and our staffs, we allow our staff to support our students on a more individual basis in a charter school. It allows them to get that more one-on-one need that they may need being at a different level. Charter schools in Florida receive 80 cents on the paid dollar of FTE compared to the public schools funding on average. Where does that other 20% go? Not to the charter school. Goes to the county, just for the charter school being in operation. Charter schools are open to all students, not select students, to all students, just like a regular public school. Yes, you will have an application, but it is open to you. School funding is based on attendance, not just because you're in operation. So it goes based off of per child. So if you only have 200 children in your attendance, you only get paid for those 200 children versus the public schools. You get paid per student, but you also get paid more on top of that. Excuse me. According to the Florida Department of Education, all charters must conform to the testing standards of public schools, and all those testing must be accountable to the local school boards. We have the same FSA testing. Any standardized testing that the public schools do, we do as well in the charter school system. We have the same progress testing, the same course structure, same curriculum. We abide by the county laws and rules. Everything that we have to have approved by the school board, just like the public schools. We are held accountable by the local school board for anything and everything. We have to make sure that we have the same course structure as well. The same process for expulsion as the public school systems, the charter schools follow as well. The advantage to how structured the school resources, giving the school ability to be proactive in helping students. For example, if we have a classroom full of students that are on different levels, which is every classroom in America across the board, not every child is always at the same level. Think about your own students, your own kids. They are not at the same academic level as each other at the same age. In a charter school, you are able to have your instructional paraprofessional or your aide in the classroom work with them more one-on-one, or the teacher is even able to pull that small group or work one-on-one, as well as teach to the individual student, not necessarily to just the classroom at a whole at one level. Charter schools surpass many different things in many different ways because we can, in a certain essence, make small changes to where we can teach to the student, not to the classroom. The Progressively for National Success Progressive Policy Institute is advocating for incorporating the charter school structure in public schools to be able to adapt their students' body, because charter schools across the country are outperforming the public school systems. As according to the FDOE, 77 comparison of student achievement also have charter schools were outperformed public schools in 62 of them. And 22 comparison studies of the student success gap between races, 20 showed a smaller gap in charter than public schools. Local success, let's talk about my county. My county alone has, like I mentioned before, over 30 schools. We have 30 schools plus one charter school. That one charter school was a B and has been. For over 7 years now, we have surpassed the majority of the county's scores. We have been a B, high B, this previous year, where the surrounding local schools that go into our feeding area and where we get a majority of our students were all a C or below, meaning they were an F school, a D school, or a C school. We were a very high B school. Charter schools do work. We just have to work and believe that they work. Now, so consider enrolling your student in charter schools already available. How would you feel now after listening to this? Help support local efforts to create new charter schools. Teachers and principals are wanting to open more schools, just need your support. Vote for charter school on the ballot initiatives to help expand financing for charter schools. We're not wanting to take away money from the public school systems. We're just wanting to help your students, your family members, your children have more choice options, more school choice options. Increased access to resources for charter schools, loan guarantees for new charter schools to build structures, changes to the approval process to ensure 100% compliance, and a quicker and easier charter process to bring a new charter from idea to reality. That's what you would be helping by choosing this on the ballot. In conclusion, you know the real truth now about charter schools. They serve less per student, use less funding per student, and have the same standards of local public schools, and have seen success that outpace public schools every day. Thank you. My name is Jennifer Amerling.